Alright, so I'm here to explain the lore of Squad 103, mainly explaining the squad and sex and how Squad 103 came to be. So let's start by explaining Sect 21. Sect 21 consists of 5 squads housings, a cafeteria, and training grounds. The members typically interact with those in their own squad, but due to sharing a cafeteria and training grounds, they still have the ability to interact with their own sect. Let's now focus on Squad 103. The squad started 3 years ago with a group of 3, Velma, Kira, and Ray. Velma joined due to her toxic home life, so once she turned 18, she wanted a purpose and signed up to go on missions to be a part of the squad. Kira, she joined when she was 17, trying to fill the gap her father left. She applied to be a mechanic and fighter to feel closer to her dad, because those were things he taught her how to do when he was in her life. Ray joined at 17 to honor his brother that died on one of his missions. Shortly after, Hunter joined. He was 18 when he joined and wanted to escape his messy home life and build himself a better life. He ended up meeting his half-sister Kira in Squad 103, which was a complete coincidence, or perhaps fate. He recognized her immediately, but due to the pigment fading in his own hair since the experiments, and it being years since they briefly met, Kira did not recognize him, which leads to a current 3 years of drama without him telling Kira. Woo! Can't imagine that going well. Anyways, now Nova at 17 joins the group. Her parents were strict and emotionally abusive. She thought it best for her and her parents for her to leave. So she ran away without telling them. Why'd she decide to join the mission life? Her mentor Robert, which ended up being her parental figure, was the leader of Sect 21 and gave her a place to build her own life. Zach then joins shortly after, simply to provide for his parents. He grew up poor and wanted to build a better life for his little sister. The group of 6 was locked in for 2 years, until Kira met Astrid on a mission. They both ended up saving each other's life. Upon learning Astrid was basically a wanderer with no place to call home, Kira decided, "You're coming with us, whether you like it or not." Okay. Now, let's take a look at Ace, because his insert to the group was a longer process. Ace was a part of Sect 21 at 16 years old. After his family died in a fire, as well as his village, he joined to fight, hoping to find family in his squad and a sense of belonging. However, his squad, 101, didn't accept him whatsoever. Ace would constantly get into fights with the members. The leader, Robert, however, saw Ace's potential and wanted to keep him on, so he offered him to pick any squad of his choosing. So why did he pick Squad 103? Kira. They were in the same sect and had crossed paths multiple times and had multiple interactions. Eventually, Kira would sneak out of her own lodgings to talk to Ace, often patching him up after he'd get into fights, wrapping Squad 103 into a neat little bow. And that's about the summary of explaining the sex and Squad 103 and how it came to be. So stay tuned for future episodes.